Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, March 5th, 2026 at 12:52. And today we have our day 2 outlook to look at for today. And I am happy to announce that first thing, I am filling in for Johnny Thunder, EAS and weather as he is at school today and he won't be home until 5:15, 5:30 like that. So I am filling in for him for the day 2 outlook. Second of all, finally, the SPC fixed their glitch, so finally the direct links work again. So anyway, going into tomorrow's outlook, we have an enhanced risk that encompasses parts of eastern Wyoming. Whoa, where the heck am I? We have an enhanced risk that encompasses parts of eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Texas, northwestern Arkansas, western Missouri, eastern Kansas, extreme southeastern Nebraska. We have one tiny slight risk encompassing parts of South Texas into central Texas. We have the main slight risk that encompasses parts of North Texas, central Oklahoma, central Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, parts of southern to eastern Iowa, going all the way up into southern Wisconsin, western Illinois, central to eastern Missouri, and central Arkansas. We have a marginal risk that encompasses parts of north to central Texas, so much of Texas actually. We'll go this way. We'll go parts of west central Oklahoma, west central Kansas, parts of central Nebraska, northern Iowa, parts of southeastern Minnesota, central Wisconsin, central Michigan. We got north central Ohio, parts of eastern Indiana, eastern Illinois, yeah, and then eastern Missouri, then central Arkansas, and parts of northwestern Louisiana. I have no idea why I'm messing up my states today, but anyway, so I guess it's been a while since we had a severe weather event this big, so, we have Kansas City, Tulsa, Overland Park, Springfield, and Kansas City under the, enhanced risk. We have Milwaukee, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Wichita, and St. Louis under the slight, and Chicago, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, and Arlington under the marginal. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what we've got for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a 15% SIG 1 for parts of eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, and southwestern Missouri. We have a 5% SIG 1 for parts of northern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, central Arkansas, western and southern, most of Missouri, eastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, and parts of southern to eastern Iowa, parts of southern Wisconsin, and parts of northwestern Illinois. So we do have those areas under a 5% SIG 1. And for the 5%, which is tornado. So 2% SIG 1, we have parts of North Texas, extreme northwestern Louisiana, parts of eastern Arkansas, eastern Missouri, much of Illinois, going up into western Michigan, and we have a normal 2% that extends from parts of northern Michigan, southern Wisconsin, extreme southeastern Minnesota, going through central Iowa, southeastern Nebraska, central Kansas, central Oklahoma, back down into Texas. So we do have those areas under a normal 2%. So anyway, we got a lot of things here. So we have Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Milwaukee, and Oklahoma City under the SIG 1, 15%. We have Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, and Muskogee also under the SIG 1, 15%. Kansas City, Tulsa, Plano, Madison, and Garland under the SIG 1, 5%. And Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Milwaukee, and Oklahoma City under the 2%. So we do have those areas under the 2%. So for today, or tomorrow rather, we could have a big tornado, as big a tornado as an EF2 plus possible for the SIG 1. That is basically what the areas are. So anybody in any risk that is in the hatched SIG 1, be aware that there could be an EF1 plus tornado possible tomorrow. Anybody outside of it could just see a brief EF0 tornado. Going into the wind outlook, we have a 15%. Oh my goodness, there's already the reset. I'm going too slow today, as I'm trying to get used to the new format. We have a SIG 1 wind threat that encompasses parts of eastern Kansas, much of Missouri, parts of southern to eastern Iowa, western Illinois, and extreme northwestern Wisconsin. So we do have those areas under that. The normal 15%, we have parts of North Texas, eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, eastern Kansas, much of Missouri, west and central Illinois, southern Wisconsin, and parts of southern to eastern Iowa, as well as southeastern Nebraska. We have a 5% that extends from central Texas through central Oklahoma, central Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, central Iowa, central Wisconsin, central Michigan, parts of northwestern Indiana, eastern Illinois, eastern Missouri, eastern Arkansas, and extreme northwestern Louisiana. We do have those areas under a 5%. So, anyway, we have for today Kansas City, Des Moines, Overland Park, Springfield under the SIG 1, 15%. We have Milwaukee, Kansas City, Tulsa, Wichita, and St. Louis under the 15%. And Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, and Omaha under the 5%. So, anyway, for the 15% area, for the SIG 1, we could see anything from 75 plus mile per hour wind gusts possible in the SIG 1 hatched area, 15%. 15% normal, we could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible, and the same thing goes for the 5%. So 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible in the 5% area. Going into the hail threat for tomorrow, looks like this is pretty massive actually. We have a 30% hatched area, SIG 1, that encompasses parts of eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, western Missouri, eastern Kansas, and extreme southeastern Nebraska. We have a 15% SIG 1 that encompasses the tiny part of central Texas, and then we have North Texas, central Oklahoma, central Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, much of Iowa, parts of southern Wisconsin, western Illinois, and central Missouri, as well as central Arkansas. So we do have those areas under a 15% hatched area. And then the 5% hatched area is much of central Texas, central Oklahoma, going to just a little bit of central Kansas, parts of northern Iowa, and parts of southern Wisconsin and western Illinois. So we do have those areas. And then the remaining 5%, we have parts of central Wisconsin, central Michigan, parts of central and northwestern Indiana, eastern Illinois, and central Illinois, eastern Missouri, central Arkansas, and northwestern Louisiana, and parts of eastern Texas, and going into parts of central Kansas and central Nebraska, as well as northern Iowa. So we do have those, and southeastern Minnesota. So we do have those areas under a 5%. So, again, we have Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City under the SIG 1. We have Kansas City, Tulsa, Overland Park, Springfield, and Kansas City under the 30% hatched. We have Oklahoma City, Omaha, Wichita, Plano, and Lincoln under the 15% hatched. And Chicago, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, and Milwaukee under the 5%. So again, anybody in the SIG 1 hatched area, you could see 3-inch plus hail possible. I cannot rule that out. Outside of the significant severe area, for the 5% areas, we could see 1 to 2 inch diameter hail possible tomorrow. Going into the summary for tomorrow, it says, scattered severe thunderstorms are expected from late afternoon Friday through Friday night from parts of the southern Great Plains to the Midwest. The greatest potential for a couple strong tornadoes and isolated very large hail is across eastern portions of Oklahoma and Kansas and western portions of Arkansas and Missouri. And there goes the reset yet again. Anyway, I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe tomorrow. Even if you are just in the marginal risk, you want to remain weather aware and safe, as you never know what these storms could do. Seems like this overnight it's going to also be an overnight threat, so please make sure that you have multiple ways of getting woken up. That being your either your weather radio, your phone, your TV, your radio source, whatever it is you use. And if possible, sleep in your safe spot tonight to avoid having to move. Anyway, I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe. Pay attention to all warnings. Take today to prepare for tomorrow, because you're going to need it. And I will go over this again tomorrow morning when it becomes day 1. In the meantime, stay weather aware, stay safe, and take care.